Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. This is episode 6 on a one-bedroom apartment that we are putting up for our client, Madam Lawren. So you notice that in episode 5, the steel fixer was almost getting done with the steel works, okay? And this episode 6, you will see tremendous changes here or tremendous progress. Okay, so Mr. Hammond, being the electrical engineer, is done with his electrical works. And then the plumber, Mr. Frederick Owusu, who the numbers on the screen right now, he is working on all the plumbing works. This is a single room self-contained, okay? So there are 3 of them on a row, like in series. In electricals, we say series. It means that one after the other and the other, okay? So one room, they are all identical from the other. Okay, so 3 single room apartment on the 1st floor and then on the 2nd floor. So in total, they have 6 rooms. Okay, 6 single rooms. Okay, in all the flats. Okay, this is a good business venture. Okay, some will go for 2-bedroom, some will go for 3-bedroom, but she is going for single room, self-contained. It comes with a kitchen, a visitor's toilet, and then we are creating one room with a master. By the design, it was just 1 bathroom, but we want to modify it to have 2 bathrooms. Okay, yeah, 2 bathrooms. One will be for the master room and one will be for the visitors, and that is the best. And then also we're going to modify the kitchen a little bit. Yes, because the kitchen is too enclosed in the hall. We want to isolate the kitchen a little bit. So we are going to do those changes and it's going to be great. Okay, yes, all these are based on the IQ level of the team people, all of us collectively. I am watching the drawing, Mr. Hammond is watching, all the artisans are watching, and so they can spot out, anything that we feel that, oh, if we do it this way, it would have been the best, it will look nice. And then we tell the client if he or she agrees, then we proceed. You understand? So basically that is what we have done. Okay, that is what we have done. It is so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, I'll be dropping the total cost for the decking. Oh, it escaped me. Okay, yes, I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen so that in my last episode, probably in episode 7, I'll make mention of the total cost of the floor decking and then the other works that proceed. Hopefully, for the correction that we did in the ground floor and then the entire 1st floor decking, it consumed a lot of cement. And I think in episode 7, hopefully I'll be updating all the prices right there. Oh, this really escaped me. My apologies. Okay, my apologies on that. So every work have been done professionally, and we had a lot of challenges with the rains. So hoping that this year 2024 we are not going to be affected by the climate change. Last year 2023 was a heavy rain everywhere. Every minute it's raining, every minute it's raining. So if you're building this year, please be very strategic. Be very strategic, because from February, March going, the rains are going to start coming in again. And so you need to prepare ahead of time. If you're building and you don't have good roads, please make sure you transport your materials to the site ahead of time, because once it rains, no vehicle will go to your site. So if you need blocks, if you need sand, chipping, those are the common commodities. You need to make sure they are at the site. Cement, they can manage with a tricycle. Okay, unless of course you need large quantity of cement. Apart from that, everything will be okay. Make sure they do everything in a speed so that you are not faced by the rains. So in case you need a steel bender, his name is Isaac Gomado. Okay, he will come and work for you perfectly. Okay, in case you need my services as well, please do not hesitate. You can reach me through my artisans, any of them. Just pick the numbers, call them. If you want to talk to me, you will get my contact, and meaning that you really want to talk to me. Yes, the reason why I don't put my numbers on the screen, because sometimes people don't really need my services. and then someone will call me for something that actually does not even involve me. But if you need my services, means that you want me to prepare an estimate for you, you want me to build your house for you, you want me to be part of it. And that way, you let me know, you send me an email, okay, yes, or you get my number, we will talk on the phone, we will get everything rolling. Yes, I want people who are ready. Some people, they make me talk. I feel and hey, we're wasting my time. But time is money, though. So please, if it's not something that serious that does not require me, let's keep it there. So in that way, plumbing works is going on, and once they are done with all the plumbing works, we are going to proceed with casting. It is very, very important. We're going to proceed with casting. Casting is going to take maximum 2 days, but in this case we had some challenges, and so we had to use 3 days in the casting. We have to spend 3 days in the casting. So you can see iron rods no emuda hokama. It has to be reinforced, because looking at the load that is coming on top, if you don't have a proper steel bender, you are going to be in trouble. Okay, you are going to be in trouble. We don't want a situation where you cast your flow and the next minute it is sagging in, it is cracking, it is doing something else. No, we are not going to entertain that. Are you with me? We are not going to entertain that. So, lovely people, this is what B&C is doing so far. Okay, this is what B&C is doing so far. So take your time. In case you need our services, you can reach out to me, and Mr. Bright will be happy to assist you. Okay, we build houses, and we make things all brand new. We put smiles on the faces of people. So one thing I've noticed is that currently our iron rods are not, the sizes they portray it to be. When they say 12 mm, it doesn't look exactly like 12 mm. I don't know what is happening. 14 mm does not look as though it's 14 mm, and 16 mm does not look as though it's 16 mm. So you have to be very careful when you're buying your iron rods. Either you change a supplier, like one of my subscribers told me, if you can find someone who can give you the actual sizes, because some of these suppliers, they try to reduce the size and they make profit. Are you with me? So make sure that if it is 12 mm, it is 12 mm. They have a gauge to measure the thickness of the rod. There's a gauge to show, okay, if it is 12 millimeter, okay. Yes, when they say milli is 10 to the power negative 3. So 12 means if you move from the back of the 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3, that is 0.12 meters. 0.12 meters. Okay, that is the thickness in terms of those who are into meters or into foot. You can convert it into foot. So if that happens, it means that if all iron rods tends to be the same, where 12 mm is not exact 12 mm, and 14 mm is not exact 14 mm, and 16 mm is not exactly 16 mm, then we have to change and revise your reinforcement. Areas where you would have used 12 mm, now you have to use 14 mm. Areas where you would have to use 16 mm, now you have to opt for 18 mm. You understand? If not, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem, and I've noticed that. So make sure whoever is buying your iron rods is buying it from the right supplier. Okay, and the thickness should be exactly 12 mm, 16 mm, 14 mm, 18 mm, or 20 mm. Okay, it is very, very important. Very, very important, so that we don't have issues in the future. Cement, okay, cement. There are a lot of brands in the market. Some are selling the name. The quality is the same. For me, I go with all the brands. The one that best suits me, I go with it. Okay. If I go to a particular area and I have Jata cement there, I will use Jata cement. If it is Gasem, I will use Gasem. If it is Superstar or Simaf or so, I will use it, depend, because if I have 42.5R, I am okay. You understand? So I'm not too strict and rigid that all the time it has to be Jata cement, because some areas, if we bring Jata cement into that area, nobody will buy it because of the price. Whereas you can get the same 42.5R on CMAF, you understand, and people want to go for CMAF. CMAF has been tested and it is known to be very good. Okay, there's Diamond Cement from Togo. They are very good. That is the brand for Togo. You understand? They also don't joke with their brand. And then we have the Gassem. But I think Jata Cement is taking over Gassem. I don't know how you think though. But Jata Cement is taking over. It's really good. A lot of people are going for Jata Cement. Dangote is kind of dying down a little bit. It's not too popular. It's hard. You can hardly get Dangote. Are you with me? Yeah. So move into the market and use the right type of materials. Blocks is very, very essential when you're putting up your house. So make sure you buy the right type of blocks. The quality of the block will go a long way in supporting your structure. Okay, don't just put any blocks and say, oh, once I put the columns it will hold it and that's it. No, if the blocks is weak, it is weak. In the long run it will collapse. You understand? Because the load bearing of the entire house is distributed. It is not just sitting on the column. In the way we Ghana we build our houses, we are not just putting the columns and later partition the blocks. We are doing everything together. So the load is shared across on the columns and that of the blocks. So if the block is not of good quality, if not of good quality, you'll see some crack in them. Understand? It will cause a problem in the future. So get the right type of blocks. It should be strong. It should be 6 inches quarry dust. Because of the load that is coming sit on top, the ground floor should be solid right from the foundation. That is why foundations are quite expensive. But most people feel like, oh, why is the foundation too expensive? No, you don't understand. You don't understand. The beauty and the success of everything is the foundation. If the foundation is weak, everything is in shambles. You understand? So get that algorithm. It's a simple algorithm. You see, when the fundamental is weak, you know where I'm heading towards. If the fundamental is weak, then you know what is next. Okay, fasoso. Wow, fasoso. Just add, if the fundamental is weak, if the foundation is weak, then what else do you have to? There's nothing more to say. So make sure you invest in the foundation. Even in your marriage, you need to invest in the foundation. And then you'll see couples laughing, 20 years on, 30 years on. It's not magic. They have put in a lot of work in the foundation. You understand? So that is the main reason for structures that are standing tall. They invested in the foundation. It is not cheap. It is not $10,000. No, it is not cheap. Okay, depending on the size of your house, the estimate will be prepared accordingly. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and help us and make us number one. Okay, from me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.